Off field? Left. What I want?
Get back slow. I love the way she rock it. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's no beginner. She's confident. I love the way she move it.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about former long snapper Nick Sunberg rips Ron Rivera and said that Rivera lied to him. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We are on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so it'd be really appreciated if you guys come and get there as soon as possible. Also, check out Juan Gotti TV, as I will be vlogging and uploading and talking about my real life experience that I'm about to go into. That link is also down below in the description. Now with all that out the way, let's get straight into today's video. So, former Washington long snapper Nick Sunberg was on Grant and Danny's show, and shout out to Grant and Danny. We're going to listen to it here in a minute. Go ahead and watch their podcast. I will be linking it down below in the description. Thank you again, fellas, for allowing me to share this content. Basically, he went on there and said Ron Rivera lied about him, about his contract before cutting him, and I can't give you full details because we're going to listen to it together live. So I'm really going to ask you guys stay for the post analysis of what we're about to listen to, because I haven't even listened to it myself. But more drama, more issues in the nation's capital with the Washington Commanders. What's new? Grand Danny, take it away.
From 2010 through 2020, an 11-season stretch, Nick Sunberg was the long snapper here in the nation's capital. Of course, when the team moved on from him, they traded up. They took Cam Cheeseman. He's been with the team over the last 2+ seasons, and they just released him this week. We wanted to have Nick on to talk about long snapping and just how mental a position that can be after Cheeseman kind of admitted in the locker room after the game that he's been thinking all season it could be his last game, and basically he was struggling mentally with some of his snaps being all over the place. But Nick, it has been far too long, man. How are you?
Hey,
Good to
buddy.
talk to you again.
Hey guys, it's great to talk to you. I know it's been a long time, but thanks for having me on.
Are you still in sunny Phoenix, Arizona?
Yes, sir.
It's very cold here today. It was frigid. What was it in Phoenix?
I don't know, high, probably like 70.
Yep.
We'll
I'm
take
outside right now having this conversation.
Are you doing the thing where you let yourself go a little bit and then work back in shape? Like, are you letting yourself get a little pudgy, or are you doing the, like, really in shape Nick Sunberg thing?
I already did it.
Yeah.
I'm back down to about 240. My playing weight was like 250, 252. I got up to like 265 at the height of it, and now I'm back down. I got down to 236, and then it's the holidays, so I'm back up at 240.
Couple of cookies here, couple of cookies there.
Holiday parties, you have some pops and things like that. My weight jumps tremendously when I do that. So
Relatable content is one of us.
Absolutely. All right, Nicholas, we wanted to get you on to talk long snapping here for a couple minutes. So I don't know how closely you were following Washington's long snapping situation, but after a couple years of having some success, Cheese decided he was going to make changes, and it started in training camp. And it was kind of a disaster, right? The snaps were all over the place, and we kind of thought it would fix itself, but he changed. I remember, I think I sent you the quote and was like, what could he be working on? I don't know if he wanted more velocity or what, but he changed his snapping, and it was kind of never the same after that. So as a longtime snapper who coaches people in snapping, what does that tell you?
That he made a bad decision. In my professional experience and in my opinion, as a long snapper, you tend to not get better at snapping when you get to, your mid-20s. You've developed your talent in your probably, mid to late teens, and in college, you become the best, long snapper that you can be, and you get to the NFL and you just hold that for as long as you can. You do exactly what you've been doing forever and trust that, hey, it's going to work out. I met a couple of guys over the years who love to just change their grip every couple of weeks, and I don't get it. But some guys are really good athletes and can pull that off. I can't. I'm a get back to the basics type of guy. Do what got me here, and trust that everything's going to work out. And a lot of that is just confidence. Like, hey, I know I'm here for a reason. I'm good at what I do. I'm going to go back to doing what I'm good at, and everything's going to work itself out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nick, did you? I can't remember it, honestly. I'm not trying to like ask like a question. Like, did you ever have a slump? Like hinting at something, but legitimately, did you ever have a slump, and how did you get out of it?
Yeah, 2020, man. That COVID year, I didn't know my tricep was blown out, so like I was just dealing with pain in my elbow, and I couldn't throw the best. I wasn't throwing a super consistent spiral, and it was really aggravating the heck out of me. So, you know, one day with Tress and Coach Katzer and Hop, I just said, listen, I want to snap another 200 balls. I want, and you just catch, feed and catch, and just let me work through this whatever it is I'm going through. I got to fight through the pain, and I have to tell myself mentally, like, it doesn't matter that it hurts, just throw your ball. And I just went back to, like, forever I've been a velocity guy. Like, I'll never be able to claim, like, oh, I was the best blocker in the NFL. That's garbage. But I threw the fastest football in the NFL for a long time. And so I just put that in my mind and said, go back to throwing the ball fast. Stop thinking about the pain. Stop trying to put it where you want to put it. Just throw it, and you know, and just trust that your muscle memory and everything that I've cultivated and built over this, 15 years of long snapping is gonna work. And it did. But I had to go back to, man, just do what you know how to do and what you know you do best, and everything will work itself out.
First, I just want to say this right quick. Why did we let go of Nick Sunberg? Like literally, like. I didn't think Cam Cheeseman would be an issue. Let me keep it a buck with you, because again, nobody really pays attention to long snapping unless it's an issue. So I thought Cam Cheeseman was gonna be cool, especially since we traded up and got him as high as we got him. So I thought he was gonna be good. But in the hindsight, why did we let go of Nick Sunberg? He literally was fine. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, you could say he's older, but by the headline of this excerpt or this little clip that we're listening to, that's 15 minutes and 42 seconds, it says that he got lied to about his contract. So that hints to me that he did not want to stop playing.
I was kind of thinking the last couple days almost as if Cheese is a good dude. I don't know if you ever met him. We got to know him a little bit just over the years in passing, last couple of years, and interviewed him a couple times. Seems like a really good dude, but I've kind of thought of it almost like the yips, for lack of a better phrase. But like, I mean, it was ground balls and Tress is reaching up. It was like playing shortstop. I mean, it's unbelievable that he had all season to sort it out, right? I mean, this is camp. He was being asked about it preseason. It was a mess, and we got all the way to week 15. But obviously, the team has bigger fish to fry than whether or not all the snaps have been perfect.
I mean,
but is that a way to
Ron's
look at it?
Somebody to make himself look all right.
Yeah, exactly. But asking
him about it all the time doesn't help. But that is absolutely a thing. Anytime you throw a ball that doesn't turn out where you want it to be, you remember those. It's really hard. Like, some of the best advice I was ever given from the guy that taught me how to snap out here in Phoenix. His name's Ben Bernard, and he's a genius and a guru and all of it. But still coaching young guys, and I help him now. But it's just, you got to have the memory of a goldfish. Forget. The only thing that matters is the next snap. Nothing matters that happened 5 seconds ago, 5 minutes ago, 5 hours ago, 5 days ago. None of that matters. Just think about the next snap. Go back to doing what you know how to do, and just put it where it's supposed to be. And like having that really short memory, like memory of a goldfish or whatever, is really important for all specialists, punters, kickers, and long snappers, because you're going to miss a kick. You're going to hit a punt. You're going to put a ball where you don't want to put it. All of us. But what you do next is what makes you a good pro. How you react to those bad ones is what makes you great. Like, I remember Shane Leckler talking to Shane Leckler at training camp when we practiced with the Texans a while back, and he's telling me, and Tress just asked him one day, like, what do you do when you hit a ball? He goes, man, I ran the numbers throughout my career. I know that I hit 1 out of every 9 balls it was. So he goes, anytime I hit a ball, I know the next 8 are going to be bombs. And I was just like, what a freaking perspective that is. So he can, hey, I hit 1. All right, sweet. I'm going to go smash the next 8. And I was like, that's the greatest mentality. No wonder you played forever,
Yeah, I think he was like back in the 1-bar helmet type days, Shane Leckler. He was kicking for like decades.
Sure.
He was a stud.
Yeah. Our guy Nick Sunberg with us here on G&D. Nick, you were here in 2020. Year 1 of Rivera. Are you surprised that it's kind of ended up like this?
Let's face it, most people aren't making massive turkey feasts on the regular. And after 364 days of not thinking about it, it can be hard to get that bird just right. Turkey emergency and is faster than
what you do for others. T.giving to children's accelerate the 334.
Hopefully I'll be able to root for the team again.
1224.
Yeah, but I mean, hopefully I'll be able to root for the team again in a few weeks. You know, like it's tough to watch Ron, man. I don't like him clearly. So
is that just because, like, is it the same as if a program director came in here and blew me out? I wouldn't like him either. Like, is there more to it than that, or is it just you're never gonna like the guy that cuts you?
I mean, if I got cut in January or released in January or just told I wasn't being brought back in January, but 3 days before free agency starts is a little frustrating. That aggravated me quite a bit. Like, okay, now I got, I could have been rehabbing in Phoenix this whole time and not dealing with snowstorms and doing all this. Like, but I've been here, trying to do what's right for the team and all that, that sort of thing.
That low key, that is bad. That is bad on Ron Rivera's part. But again, who's surprised at the way he's handled things? I mean, you look at the Chase Young thing, you look at the Dwayne Haskins thing. He try to bash people when they're gone. Like, he kind of try to indirectly do it, or he'll directly do it. So, I mean, I'm not surprised that he handled it that way. But 3 days before free agency is crazy. Because, I mean, like he said, he could have been rehabbing in his home state or wherever he's, living in Phoenix or whatever. And then on top of that, it would have allowed him to potentially be on the market as sooner. So it kind of ruined his job opportunities, if you ask me.
And constant, like, oh, don't worry, we'll get it done. We'll talk to your agent, and just lying to your face type of stuff. So that is annoying.
Yeah, I would say so.
I'd be annoyed.
It does not speak to the culture we're being told that they had, though, where everything was on the up and up.
Solid. Yeah, rock solid.
So then it sounds like maybe you'll be rooting for the good guys again in February.
Hopefully. Hopefully sooner rather than later.
There you go. Danny, anything else you'd like to cover?
No, that covered it. Nick actually summarized the majority of my follow-up questions there.
What's the best meal you've eaten?
All right, y'all. So I wanted to come on here to just share that with you all. Nick Sunberg says Ron Rivera basically lied to him about cutting him or about his contract situation. And again, who's surprised that Ron Rivera's antics, and as they hint to mention at the later parts of the video, is maybe that culture isn't so rock solid, or that's not the culture we're being told. And as you heard Nick Sunberg sarcastically say, rock solid. Isn't it crazy how we're just giving all this this energy to long snapping? Like, isn't that crazy? You know what I'm saying? But hey, Nick, I wish you would still be able to play. You probably done, you know what I'm saying? You probably on to better things than to play for Ron Rivera. But I wish we still had you, buddy, because you were good. You held it down for us. Again, like you said, you had the fastest snap, and these aren't things we think about until, again, it's an issue. As far as Cam Cheeseman goes, I think it's going to be the typical Washington thing. I think he's going to, figure it out, and then he'll look up and he'll be the best long snapper in football for probably like the freaking I don't know, Colts or something. So I don't think it's over for Cam Cheeseman. I wish him the best, and shout out to Nick Sunberg for putting Ron on blast again. But again, who's surprised that we're just all waiting for him to be fired, and it's just so slow and it's taking forever these last 3 weeks. But there you have it, man. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. As always, it's me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you guys can help me get there as soon as possible. And also subscribe to Juan Gotti TV so you guys can be along with the journey of my new life. So see y'all later. That link is down below in the description. I'm out. Peace.